구원해준 나의 천사 나의 세상 난 이상 새 고향이 널 만나러
Jimin's fists collided with flesh, each strike carrying the weight of sleepless nights and restless fury. He moved like a man possessed, as though violence was the only language left for him to speak, the only prayer his soul understood. The man stumbled backward, bones rattling as his back stamped into the wall. Jimin followed, closing the space with the predator's precision. His fists rained down, relentless. One, two, three, five. The rhythm of rage drowned down entirely. Blood darkened the man's face, dripping down his lip. Yet Jimin's hand did not falter. His knuckles stung, skin tearing, but pain only fueled him further. His rage demanded sacrifice, and tonight it was this man's body paying the price. Then another figure lunged forward, grabbing Jimin's shoulder, trying to rip him away. With a thought, Jimin turned, fury blazing in his gaze. His fist snapped upward, striking the intruder's jaw. Before his knee rose viciously, and his skull slammed forward with savage finality. The air was thick, humming with the sounds of fists, groans, and crashing bodies. Jimin fought like a storm breaking free, every muscle screaming for release. He was merciless, a creature of fire and shadow, pouring himself entirely into every violent motion. When he fought, he became something unshakable, something untamed. To him, strength was survival, and rage was breath. Without it, the nights were long and unbearable. But with each strike, his heart steadied, as if his body finally remembered how to live. Ryan's feet echoed against the hollow concrete, the sound of her hurried steps swallowed by the chaos inside. The moment she entered, her heart froze. The sight before her was a nightmare brought to life, a storm made flesh. Jimin, her whisper trembled in the air, too soft to pierce the storm raging in his chest. She ran forward but halted mid-step, breath catching three men. Fists flying, and Jimin at the center like a fire refusing to die. Her thoughts raced, her mind drowning in fear. How could she break through this wall of violence? How could she reach him without being torn apart? Still, her heart screamed louder than her doubts. She could not abandon him. With desperate courage, she hurled herself forward, arms circling him from behind. She clutched him as if the very world might rip him away. Her cheek pressed into his shoulder, eyes squeezed shut, whispering a fragile plea meant to save him. Jimin's body stiffened, caught between rage and warmth of her hold. His eyes flickered downward, catching the sight of her trembling frame against his own. Her whisper, please, sank into him, pulling at chains he thought he had shattered long ago. But mercy did not belong here. A wooden stake swung blindly, colliding against Ryan's side. Her cries spilled the air like shattering glass. Jimin's heart cracked open, his fury spilling into fire. He shoved her away, voice thundering, "Get the hell out." She staggered, clutching her pain, yet her feet betrayed her. She could not leave him, not like this. She stood still, trembling, her eyes glistening. "Jimin, please," she breathed again. But He was deaf to her. Rage consumed him all. He drove the attacker down, body slamming against the ground. Hovering over him, Jimin's fist fell mercilessly again and again, knuckles cracking against bone. His breath came in ragged bursts, his eyes wild as if he wanted to drown in blood. For Ryan, time fractured. She watched the man she loved unravel into something unrecognizable. Each punch he threw tore her into heart. She wanted to stop him, to hold him, but she stood with her wide eyes. When the storm within him finally dulled, Jimin rose to his feet. His breath came in heavy bursts, his chest heaving as sweat glistening on his skin. Around him, the men lay broken and motionless, silent witnesses to his fury. His gaze shifted toward Vian. For a hot beat, silence trembled between them. But his eyes burnt wild with lingering rage. He strode toward her, each step sharp, his voice cutting the air. Why are you here? Do you belong here? Tears streaked her face, pain threading through her every breath. Yet her gaze clung to him stubbornly. She trembled, but she did not look away. His words, sharp and cold, tore deeper than any wound she carried. Who are you to stop me? He demanded, his voice laced with fire. Her sobs stilled suddenly, stunned by his cruelty. She had braved danger for him, and yet here he stood throwing her devotion back like it meant nothing. Stop following me, get that into your head. His tone was merciless, final. He seized her arm, not gently, pulled her toward the exit. His grip was rough, but beneath it a strange urgency lingered, as though he needed her away from harm. Outside, the night air wrapped around them, heavy and cool. Jimin held a taxi with quick, impatient hands. When it arrived, he opened the door and placed her inside, avoiding her tear streaked eyes. Go home and do not come back.